Welcome to the Tom the Treeman Show. You are on the radio with Tom the Treeman and Kat, who we had the pleasure of speaking to.
You're talking to Fred Ottman. How are you doing, buddy?
Hey, Fred, how we doing? Hey, I got a surprise guest calling in at about 8:05 for you, so I'm not going to blow it right yet, but let's go ahead and go straight to it if you wouldn't mind, because I know that guest is probably going to take up some of your time. First of all, this Sunday, I believe it is, right?
Sunday.
Over there in
Emerald City.
In Emerald City, you're going to be over there in Clearwater. Tell me a little bit about. I know you into your wrestling, and you're doing that. And you're also doing the fighting for Cure.
Yep, down in Venice. Venice, Florida Community Center.
Yes, sir. Tell me how you got started in wrestling. I mean, what do you what made you decide to take that road when you started in there?
Well, I mean, I wrestled a little amateur around 8 or 9 years in school, and I played football, did track, I threw shot and discus, I power lifted, a variety of things. The gym I trained at in Miami, where I grew up, a couple of wrestlers, when they were in town, they either wrestled at the Dinner Key Auditorium in Coconut Grove, or they would wrestle on Miami Beach at the convention center there, where they used to tape the Jackie Gleason show back in the day, and that's where they would wrestle at. And my junior year of high school, I went with my wrestling buddy to my first live show there. But I mean, as a kid growing up here in Florida, it was Gordon Soley with Florida Championship Wrestling, man. From a kid, I mean, we wake up on Saturday mornings, we watch cartoons in the morning, and then around 11 o'clock or so, Championship Wrestling from Florida would come on. You watch the wrestling program, then it was boom, out the door to play football and do whatever you do with your friends, you know what I'm saying? Ride bikes and do that whole deal. But that was my life growing up. And then when I was just out of high school, just at the end of high school, when I was at the gym one day, the fabulous Kangaroos had come in. They used to come in and talk to me every once in a while. They go, man, you ever thought about doing this? And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, it's not, I love it and everything like that, but I just didn't foresee it as a career, and then they told me about this, one of my favorite guys growing up, Boris Malenko, Professor Malenko.
Yes.
And he would come down on the weekends to Fort Lauderdale, and he had a small school there, and then he had a place up here in Tampa Bay, and so they gave me the information. I went up to just to audit it, check out the school in Fort Lauderdale because it was in my backyard.
Right.
And then next thing you know, I go up there. I loved it. The guys that were there training under him. I mean, he'd come down with Joe Malenko and Dean Malenko, of course, the man of a million holds.
Yeah, absolutely.
But him and his brother are both phenomenal. As Malenko used to say, Joe now, he's a sheriff here in the Tampa Bay area, and he'd say, yeah, the only difference between Joe and Dean is Joe has that mean streak in him, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And when he was amateur, and even when he went beginning as a pro, he trained under Carl Gotch, who was a legend, of course. He just got inducted in Japan. They had a big ceremony there, and Jody went over to be part of that.
Fred, we have a guest on the line for you. Go ahead, guest. Say hello to Fred.
Whoa, g'day, Shockmaster. How's the bloody
hell are you? All right, how you doing, Luke?
Good, mate. And how are you doing, Tom? Okay?
Doing great, man. I'm home, made it back to the house, getting ready for this weekend with brother.
I'm getting excited, too. The Emerald Comics in Clearwater. I don't know the address. I don't know the address yet, but I hope they start spreading the word that we're going to be there. They put a comic book out for the for this event. Yes, SummerSlam, and unfortunately, you and me are on the cover.
Oh,
fortunately, me.
Digestive pills, they'll get over our faces.
Yeah.
The guy that illustrated the cover of the SummerSlam edition of from Boom Comics, he's going to be there with us, and our friend John Crowler.
Oh, that's great. That's great, mate. Well, I don't know what you can do to him, but I'm going to give him a good licking.
I might have to give him a big
Mate,
splash.
I know what you can do. You can bring the sardines, so you've got my breath tight. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking to
anyhow,
Chief.
folks, we can Tugboat, Shockmaster, Fred, and the Bushwacker. We've got to be there at Emerald Comics in Clearwater. Let's make this a party. Let's have a great time. We're going to be signing. We're going to be signing comics, and we're going to be actually signing photos, signing pics, taking photo ops, whatever you want. We'll be there to do.
And I'm going to stop up there also, Luke. Make sure that y'all let them know, so this way I don't have to stand in line if y'all wouldn't mind.
No, that's okay, mate. I know it's best if you ride up in a tree overlooking the place.
That's
mate.
what-
That's with what's going on in the world now, you need to have a rifle, the shooter, and be the shooter or whatever it is, and be up in a tree overlooking the place. We may get that guy from Virginia, the white liberal, whatever you want to call him, who the governor of Florida coming down to Tampa to talk at the university. So we might have to get you to, bang bang.
That's it.
Hey, that's heavy. That's heavy, isn't it?
Hey, Fred, I'm trying to actually. Me and Luke were talking last week, and I'm gonna. Since I'm doing the show live down there, I'm gonna. If he's doing well, I'm gonna go ahead and actually probably drive him down with me down there in Venice. Me and him were talking about that. So it's not for sure yet, but me and Luke were talking about that last week. He might join us down there at your event down there for Fighting for a Cure.
That would be a great surprise. Joe Abel's a great guy. He's been doing this many, many years. Like all the money, everything is raised. I got a ton of, from my friends like Luke, I got a ton of stuff that's been autographed that'll be there that they have the opportunity to buy. All that money is going to be donated to the Cancer Society. And Joel has also a ton of other stuff there that be up for grabs. And it always draws really, really nice, and it's a nice little building, that the community center there in Venice, and it's very well received. So that would be awesome, man. It'd be totally awesome.
Yeah, let's see how long this weekend. Because today I went into work for a few hours, and boy, I went there for 3 hours or 3 to 4 hours, and boy, that wore me out. And folks, I've been out of the business for 3 months, folks. So this coming back to Emerald Comics, this is going to be my first appearance in 3 months. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people here, shake a few hands, and even lick a few heads. I've licked Fred's head, and that's a big job, licking his head.
Cam,
That's an overnight job. That's an overnight job.
Oh my God! Hey, and Luke, I'm sure we'll have all the gimmicks A to the Z that he's bringing with him. I'll have some figures there. I'll have some stuff there also. And like Luke said, we'll be doing photo ops. We'll be taking pictures, and plus we'll be signing those brand new they're sold out. There's none in the warehouse. The SummerSlam Spectacular, and it's going to be incredible. And it is the day of SummerSlam. 12 to 4, you'll be with us, and then it's off to watch the event.
Now, let me ask.
Pity they didn't have a venue for us to go to and sign at a venue where they were doing. We should have set up or talked to what's his name that owns used to own the wing houses. What's his name?
Crawford Kerr.
I know him well.
Yeah,
Crawford.
Crawford Kerr.
One of those wing houses up, and said we'll be at the wing house. Maybe it's not too late to do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Fred, we could go there for SummerSlam for 3 hours or 2 hours and sign a bit of BS there.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And he used. I passed Crawford Kerr's office today. I should have stopped there. You know, it's on Fort Harrison, and that I haven't got his. I've got his office number, but I haven't got his personal number. You know, I used to know him well when he first opened Olmington store. That was the first store he opened at Olmington.
He was he was a heck of a good football player too when he played for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't even realize that he played. And when I first met him, and he's a Cowboy, and he hadn't even opened it then. I met him while they were building it because there was another guy involved in it who owned restaurants from Canada, and I knew him pretty well. But once Crawford got started and that, he got rid of the other guy, and that went out on his own. And boy, he built a little empire.
Now,
well, not a little empire, a large empire.
Absolutely.
Between Florida and Texas.
Now, Luke, do you remember what the wing house over there in Almerton, the name of it used to be before it was Wing House? I'll give you a little.
Yeah. Well, that's my friend. My friend, that's the friend. My friend that owned it.
Yep, Knockers.
And, he got into a bit of had a little few court cases with some of the girls that worked with him.
Yeah, that was called Knockers over there. That was pretty nice over there. I like that.
Knockers, yeah.
Knockers,
yeah. And a few of the girls that worked for him sued him, and so he had to unload. Yeah, Knockers. I know that was one of my hangouts, mate.
Oh,
my photos on the wall there, everything.
Trust me, I remember that, man. I remember being over there with you guys. I remember that back in the days, man.
Yeah, in the 80s.
Yep. It was nice because, like I said.
Yeah, so let's hope we can hook up in here for the fans and that. We're going to be from what time is it, Fred? From 12
o'clock noon, 12 to 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't even know what street it's on. Tell the people.
It's at 40.
I don't have it in front of me.
We got it right here. Kat's going to say it. Go ahead, Kat.
Emerald City Comics is at 4902 113th Avenue North in Clearwater, Florida.
And according to the website, they said, I know you guys are going to be there from 12 to 4, but the website says 12 to 6.
Yeah, that's the event.
So they're probably going to, in case it extends out or something, I'm sure they're. But
that's good, though.
Yes.
It's good. I'm flexible. Yep. I don't know about my mate there. You need your little up and down time.
Exactly.
Yeah, but pity they don't have a TV there. Put a big screen in there and run the Somerset. But it costs.
Yeah,
that would be good. That's smart. I didn't even think about that.
How large is the store? Ever been there? Any of you ever been there, Tom?
Yeah, I've been there right there. Yep.
It's like
huge. As a matter of fact,
it's like you see a Kia. It's huge.
that guy is so popular. I don't think nobody. All you gotta say is huge, and everybody thinks everybody's gonna get a Kia.
If you buy a car, you get $1,000. That's a big Kia.
I deal with them. I dealt with the guy at the one at Wesley Chapel. I've got a Kia.
Oh wow.
Did he get the free? Did he get the free? Did he get the free cruise?
He didn't rip the thing out. No, he was opening the new store down south. Anyhow, we're getting off the track there.
Yeah.
But we need to get a late night. We need to get a show after working at the Emerald and that. We need to get a late night place where Fred can go for the pay-per-view.
Yes. Definitely. We have to figure out something.
We'll even drag you along, Tom.
Yeah. I'm in. You can count me in.
Yeah.
Of course. So, always, man.
Tomorrow I'll have to get on the phone.
Yeah.
And see where I've got a guy on the beach and that, but he only runs boxing and the UFC. You know, he's always jammed, and that, you know, 2 cans on the beach is always jammed in the pay-per-views.
Oh, big time, yeah.
You know what?
But we need to get hold of Crawford. Still manages, and he oversees
Or how about
these wing houses, doesn't he?
How about Quaker Steak and Lube right there? I mean, right next to the where the event's going to be, where you guys going to be. You won't have to go that far. Everybody leaves from there, goes right there.
Do they put the pay-per-views on there?
You know what? If they're going to have two legends like you guys, I guarantee they will.
Yeah, because I worked there before. I worked at Quaker Steak and Lube for the motorbike rallies. We did it for 50 legs. I did another one for another company. I worked there 3 times in that place about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian Haas.
Does anyone? Do you know Tom? Do you know the guy? You know the guy that owns the place?
Yeah, I know of him. I'm not that good friends with him, but I could definitely call tomorrow and see what we could draw up. I mean, I tell him two legends like you guys are going to be there.
It's right next door.
Yep.
That place is big too.
Yep. Everybody goes there. Right from there, worst comes to worst. You can. Hey, the after party's over there. Also, we could probably get with Joe, and maybe we could do like a little. And with Fran Hosh, I'm sure we can kind of set it up that we get something going over there, and we can maybe even collect some money for the Fighting for a Cure for Joe's deal also.
Oh, that would be it. Well, you know,
Joe who?
Sponsors for that. For Fighting for a Cure.
What's that?
Yeah. I'm fighting for a cure to get well, so they can give me the money.
There you go.
No. Hey, anyhow, we're getting off the track for Tugboat. The guy that made the big appearance on WCW, the Shockmaster, and the little Bushwacker we will be at Emerald Comics. Just getting that into your people's head. Come down and see us. We're there from 12 to 4 or 12 to 6.
And I'm definitely going to show up along with Luke and the Shockmaster. I'll head down there. I'll be right by them.
Oh.
So I might
that's right. And I'll have the Shockmaster. He's coming with me there. The helmet will be with us.
Is he? What about Typhoon? What about Typhoon? Is Typhoon coming too?
Oh, Typhoon's always there. I'm like Sybil. I got multiple personalities.
Yeah.
He'll be going every time he takes a break. He comes out with another one.
We might have to get him. We might have to get him to sing a song that I think it was George Steele or was it the Chief came up with.
I might. We might even have to put a little. We might even have to put a little show on for the fans over there. I could take a bump still, man. Y'all could toss me right into the aisles.
Nice. Nice.
Excuse me for a minute, guys. I gotta move my guard dog.
No problem.
Carry on.
Now,
my God.
Now, Fred, we were talking about now you and Luke. Did you guys wrestle against each other before? I mean, how back when you started and you got a chance to meet Luke and all those guys? I mean, how do you feel when you were doing back then? I mean, the first time wrestling against him.
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, I worked. I came into the business when there were still territories, 2-3 state territories all over the country, all over the world, and I worked with guys that I watched when I was, on Florida, when I used to watch Florida Championship Wrestling. I'm like, oh my God! It's like the first time when I had came back from overseas, back here to Florida, and the guys told me WCW and WWF had called at the same time, and they go, they're both interested in you. I'm like, oh my God, I could not believe that. That's where I always wanted to go and everything like that. And then it said, it's up to you. Gordon Soley talked with me, and Mike Graham and all these guys.
Superstar Mike Graham, amazing.
Dusty Rhodes and that, and they were talking with me, and but you got to make a decision,
Right.
But it was really cool in this office, because it was like a family, and this business is when you work in that squared circle, it is like a family. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, there's black sheep and there's white sheep as far characters in the business. But I went up there, and then when I decided to go to WWF, first time I walked with a curtain, and they were doing TV. They brought me up to do a dark match, which they wanted to see how the crowd reacted to me, and and watch me work in the ring because they're quite aware of everybody that's wrestling, even all the little independents that are still
Absolutely.
to this day all over the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're aware of who's what to get tapes and all this stuff from all different places that are sent to the office. And, and they pay attention and see your progress. But I went up there, I walked through the curtain, and here's every great top wrestler from every territory in the world, kind of, in this one condensed, company. And I was like, oh my God. First time I went through the curtain, I almost pulled the curtain down because I was not paying attention to what I'm doing. I was having a shockmaster moment, but I mean, it was truly amazing. I mean, and it was always, and in the business, Malenko trained me, and, I was training for a couple of years until he got me booked into Texas and that. And then after that, it was constantly learning. I work with a lot of kids now. We have a nice little school, Legendary Professional Wrestling. We do a few shows here and there locally. And, but matter of fact, some of the guys will be on the card down in Venice from the school. And, that's, what we drill. Frankie Reyes, which is my head trainer, myself and all these other guys, try to let them, put it in their mind. It's a constant learning experience, wrestling and professional wrestling. The business is constantly changing. Even the new stars are there, and you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And give them a lot of options when they're being trained. A little old school mixed with new school, kind of deal.
Well, the adrenaline gets you guys too. I mean, I was a handler for because I worked for another radio station beforehand, and for Bubba the Love Sponge, and I was taking him over to TNA over there with Hogan and all those guys, and Scott Hall's like, "Hey, we're gonna pull you over the guardrail," and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Okay, if you say so, and I talked about this on my show, and I'm like, you guys have no idea. The adrenaline was going, shaking and everything. And I looked like I was really scared, but I'm like, man, this is so great. And, but I explained to the guys too. I'm like, on air, I said, you guys all look out for each other. You're not looking to get hurt. You're not looking to, everybody wants to go home to their families, and, just like I don't know if, Joe told you, my brother-in-law is, Sean Waltman, X-Pac. And,
yeah, Joel was telling me that, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
That's
cool.
awesome.
And it's cool because
he's a Malenko guy.
Yeah, and it's cool because I was telling
that no good son of a.
Oh.
That's actually how me and Luke met. Actually, I was hanging out with Sean and I was hanging out with Scott Hall, and he was over there, and that's how we all met. And then, of course, he's good friends with my brother-in-law Bob. So that's
Sure.
Yeah.
I remember when Sean came there, when he first came there to WWE. Were you there too then, Fred?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Sean, yeah. This 180-pound kid came and that, but he had a good attitude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vince put him through the ringer at the start, but they gave him a push. That's the time when we're doing Monday night wasn't Monday Night Raw then. I think it was whatever it was. And we're in the old building. We're in the Manhattan Center.
Yes, yeah.
And
that's where they first did the Raw.
Yeah, and they gave this kid a big push. You know what I mean? Pushed him over the top rope. No.
The 1, 2, 3 kid back in the days, man. That was just 1,
2, 3 kids. And they did that thing with him. They did that thing with Scott Hall.
Yep.
And then he beat Scott Hall by surprise, and that helped him. That helped him a lot.
And now they're
gave him credibility, yeah.
And now they're best friends. I mean, obviously, we know that.
Oh, yeah. And now, of course, they were NWO and all that.
Yeah.
And now he's got his own radio show in L.A.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Things changed. He's got his own radio show, commercial. He's got a woman that runs it for him, books all the talent. He has all kinds of talents on there, actors and whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
So he's changed his. He's not wrestling so much. It's all doing radio and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
He's doing well. He's doing well for himself. From a kid that got hooked into the drugs and was in rehab, and then he pulled himself out, and he's doing well. And those sort of guys like that, like Scott and Jake, well, I hope Jake is still straight in that, and God bless him. God bless him. It's hard being on that other side, and then they went right down to the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they turned themselves around.
Dallas Page helped them a lot. You know what I'm saying?
He actually,
are you Dallas?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. He actually did commit suicide, and Shamrock's that has a child. She has a child called Phoenix. His girlfriend, they were dating, and she actually brought him back. He's the one who saved Sean's life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Yeah, he was way down. He was way down. Down.
Well,
God bless him.
Anybody to do China has to go. You got to.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, he was way down. They all were. They all were. It was Scott and him, and I'm not going to mention any other names. They're the most notable ones. And God bless them. Anyhow.
Yeah. They all turned around, man. That's good.
Just let me tell you this, folks.
Go ahead.
They're not going to be at the comic store. It's just Tugboat and me. Just reminding you. So you better get your A and G and be there on Sunday.
12 o'clock.
My God.
12 o'clock till 6 o'clock. It's 4902 113th Avenue in Clearwater, Florida. They're going to be there. Tugboat and Luke, and of course, I'm going to show up.
Don't forget. Where are you going to get the opportunity? Also, the guy that did the cover for the book,
Absolutely,
the artist,
absolutely,
he will be able to sign also, along with our friend John Crowler, that's doing all the wrestling biographies now. He's incredible. I don't know if you've seen any of his stuff. He started with Nikolai Volkov. He's got the first 2 books out. He's got another one on the way. He's doing a Killer Bee. He signed a whole. I can't talk about it. You have to ask him in person. But he's signed a whole lot of. And he's doing these books. The artist is a Marvel comic artist that's doing all the artwork and signed that. So he's going to be there with it. I mean, it's going to be a entertainment value, if you will, as my brother-in-law would say.
If you will.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to going there. I haven't, as I said before, I haven't done anything since May.
Well, let's go ahead.
I can't wait to spend some time with you.
Yeah, well, there's not much of me. I lost 20 pounds being in hospital for 5 weeks. I lost 20 pounds on their diet, their meals they serve there. But now
you're 20 pounds
back
up.
at home. So, yeah, whatever. My feet are on the right side of the ground. That's the main thing.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Well, gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and let you guys get going. It's been an honor. I'm going to see you this Sunday, Luke. I'm going to coordinate with you tomorrow. Fred, I'll coordinate with you. Also, I'll text you. We'll see what we could do. Maybe get that place to do SummerSlam at Quaker Steak and Lube, or we'll get somebody maybe to sponsor.
Yes, that'll be a great place to do it, mate. The guy there, I forgot the name of the owner and that, but he does a lot of stuff, with bands. He has bands there. They do a lot of fundraisers, with all the different motorbike clubs, everything. So that's a good place to have. Good place to there. My Facebook and Instagram and Twitter is Bushwacker Luke. And as soon as we know we're going to be that night, I'll be covering it on one of those. Bushwacker. The whacker is WHACKER. Just to remind you, a lot of people put WACKER. That doesn't come up. But as soon as I know a venue or anything, it'll be covered on. And Fred, give them your info.
Yes, Fred Ottman on Facebook and Fred Ottman on Instagram. You can find all their stuff on there. I'm always posting different things and stuff. All the information, as soon as we get it, you guys will get it. so you'll know where to find it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And guys, if you're fine with that, I'll try to coordinate with those people and see if we can get something. If you guys are okay with it.
Whatever you want to do, brother.
Tom and Fred, Tom's given us the boot, so we got to get off the air with him.
He's got the big hood. Hey, the big hood's coming to pull us off the stage.
No, he's going to with you, he's bringing a chainsaw. He's going to start on the bottom and start chopping you down.
Oh, you hurt my feelings. Only got one left.
Yeah.
I got to hurt for
Treeman Tom. Okay, mate. You have a good night. And folks out there, remember, Fred Ottman, Tugboat, and myself are going to be in Clearwater at Emerald Comics Sunday between 12 and 6.
Absolutely.
We're all coming to push the Shockmaster through the wall. Okay?
That works. All right, fellas. I appreciate it.
Okay, then. Love you guys out there and hope to see you.
Guys.
Whoa!
All right, thanks, Fred. Thanks, Luke.
That's fun.
When else are we going to ever have two legends like that
was
on there?
fun.
Okay.
Got
Hold
a call.
on. Joe, you're calling in now. You should have been on with them.
I didn't want to interrupt them. They were doing so well.
We got to work on that. Obviously, Fran Haas got a lot of pull over there, man. These guys want to go over there. Plus, we talked about, maybe doing a little bit of thing for you while we're there at Quaker State.
That would be great. That would be awesome.
I mean,
I might even stop up there myself.
Well, we're definitely going to work on that. I'm going to call the people over there at Quaker State, see if we can go at least get it live so we can promote it over there. I might, and then like even Fred said, we'll go ahead and maybe do like a little fundraiser, 50-50 raffle or something, and get some more money from you up there for the Fighting for a Cure. So obviously, this is next, not this week, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we're going to have Fighting for a Cure down there in Venice. We're going to have a Tugboat down there. Kat's going to give the address real quick. Go ahead, give the address, Kat.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Venice Community Center at 326 Nokomis Avenue South in Venice, Florida. That's going to be Saturday, August 26th between 7 and 10 p.m.
And tickets are at the door. Am I correct on that one? Buy tickets at the door?
You are correct.
Okay.
$10 general admission, $20 for the first two rows.
How did your show go today that you went over there?
SNN,
Yes.
FYI, I was on, and the interview went really well. Nancy O'Neill interviewed me, and she was terrific. What a sweet lady she is. In fact, she told me after the interview that she lost her mother to cancer as well.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's, there isn't too many people that haven't been in, know somebody that's passed away or is battling cancer right now.
Well, that's exactly somebody in every family's been touched by that, which and it brings a lot of people like they were talking about the other day. More and more research is going to happen, and eventually, we're going to find the cure. Hopefully, it might not be when we're still here, but eventually.
Well, there's a lot of promising developments going on in research, that's happening. So maybe soon.
I hope so.
I do too.
But, I mean, it can't come soon enough for me, to be honest with you.
Right.
I get my results from my scan tomorrow. I got rescanned last Monday, and I'll have the results tomorrow. And hopefully, the lymph node hasn't swollen or spread anywhere, and it stays just how it is.
Well,
so
we're definitely going to be down there. We're going to be supporting you. Fran Haas is putting it on with you. Hopefully, did you throw a couple plugs out there for who's going to be like Fran Haas is sponsoring it? Did they have to say anything? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet or anything, but did you get Did they ask you sponsoring? Who's backing you? How you getting out there?
They actually asked, and the actual name of the event is Fran Haas Presents Fighting for a Cure. Her name's on top of everything.
Right.
She's a terrific lady. Her law firm is class all the way. Great people.
Well, like I said, maybe we can get a hold of her. I know she does the bike night over there at Quaker Steak and Lube, and I can tell her, or actually I'll leave that up to your hands if you want to. Like Fred said, we can go ahead and see if we can get them do SummerSlam over there at Quaker Steak and Lube on Sunday, and maybe do a small little event for your Fighting for a Cure, maybe a little...
even just getting word out there and announcing it so that folks know that, there's something going on the next week over there in Venice.
Absolutely.
That would be wonderful. And I promise I won't lick anybody at Fighting for a Cure.
Look, I got my bald head, so I'm sure Luke's going to lick me once or twice.
I'll tell you what, Luke and Fred are two of the best guys in the business. Great, absolutely wonderful. First class all the way, both of those guys. Absolutely. Willing to help out in any way.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so thankful for what they are now compared to, what I'm saying? You would think people, when they get like that, they figure, they're too big now.
Some people do. It just all depends on the person. It just means, they're really good people and they held on to their integrity.
Yeah. And Fred even talked good about you, Joe. I'm sure you heard that. I think he's definitely glad to be on board, and he likes what's going on. And I think this would be a good future. I mean, it would be really nice, if little stuff like this. And I know it's hard for WWE to go ahead and get their main stage guys out there, but for you to get Tugboat, okay, the Shockmaster to go out there to show up, okay, a big name like that to come into your event, that speaks words for you can't express it how everybody's so happy to have him there.
Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't know Tugboat? Who
Absolutely.
Doesn't know Typhoon? Shockmaster? He's who doesn't know any of those characters?
Right.
Kids today, and Fred will tell you this, kids today, they know who Shockmaster is. They've heard stories of him falling through the walls and stuff like that, and the dolls that he sells it's incredible. I mean, I can't say enough about the guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to have him on board. In fact, his wife Sheila, my first year I ran it, she wrote me and said, anything I can do to help you, please let me know. And she came by herself and ran my concession stand. That's how wonderful that whole family is. Sheila and Fred, two of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet, down to earth and always wanting to help.
See, and that's the good thing. And like I said, they didn't forget. They didn't forget where they came from, and they're always willing to help out. Like you said, I'm sure somebody in their family got that happened. Somebody, it could be anything. It could be skin cancer. People don't understand any little cancer affects somebody.
There's so many different.
It's all serious business. Any cancer is bad.
Absolutely.
And skin cancer, forget about it. I mean, my wife has been through that, melanoma, and she had to have a hunk of her arm taken out, and then she got the breast cancer. So she got double whammied, and we'll find a cure. We'll find a cure. We keep raising money like this. In our lifetime, there will be a cure.
Absolutely. Joe, go ahead and we promoted it, but feel free. Go ahead and promote where they can find you, your Twitter, your Facebook. I know Katz has you tagged on there for us. Mm-hmm. Has that on there for us with your. But go ahead and do it so the audience can know where to find you.
On Facebook, Fighting for a Cure 4, the number 4, on Facebook, and my Twitter account is, I believe, Fighting for a Cure 4 as well. Pretty easy to remember.
Absolutely. Well, Joe, it's an honor talking to
Sometimes I forget myself.
It's an honor.
You don't tweet yourself very often, do you?
Yeah. Well, Joe,
I can't thank you guys enough for everything you're doing, not only to help promote the show, but to get the awareness out.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to thank you guys as well.
no
You
problem.
know, you're a big part of this, and, you know, I'm glad you're on board with me.
No problem. And I'll be, dude, count me in. Yeah, I mean, I know this is my first one with you, but count the show in. This is, you know, even if you end up getting a bigger show than me, let's say Howard Stern, or, you know, you end up going way higher than me, feel free.
Who?
Exactly. But
I've never heard of that guy.
but feel free. Hey, were you listening last night, or you just retweeted it when they were messing with me last night on the Johnny B show?
No, I didn't even hear it, to be honest with you. What was
No. Well, Johnny's like, "Oh, I love Tom the Tree Man," and then Ryan's like, he goes, "Hey," he goes, Tom bought me 2 drinks at Ian Beckles' Christmas party, and Johnny B goes, "That's all it took? Two drinks for Tom to take advantage of you?"
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow, and that's a friend of yours, huh?
Yeah. You know, and then of course
I'd hate to hear what the enemies say about you.
You don't wanna know.
Exactly. You know, and then of course Mike Avalero messed with me because I go ahead and show his name on there, and then he go, "Oh, it should be preset at number 1, not number 9."
And you do know there are going to be drinks at Fighting for a Cure 4.
So,
Just saying.
exactly. Anyway, brother, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna definitely. I know next week is the big day, but we'll definitely coordinate with you. Hey, man, try to make it up if you can on Sunday, man. I'm sure those guys would love to see you over there, brother.
I'm putting it on my calendar right now.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Tom.
All right, Joe. Talk to you soon.